Hey guys, my name is Abby, and for my philosophy class, my professor wanted us to make a video discussing how philosophy and pop culture intertwine and affect one another. So today, I wanted to talk to you about an element of pop culture we all know and love, Harry Potter. More specifically, I wanted to talk to you about a movement started by some fellow fans through an organization called the Harry Potter Alliance. While nothing is perfect, J.K. Rowling does an amazing job in including diversity in her characters through elements such as race, background, and the one that I want to focus on today, gender. While it's true that Harry is typically viewed as the hero of these stories, he wouldn't be able to accomplish half of what he does were it not for the incredible witches who are there to support him, and who are also incredible in their own right. So that's exactly the point the HPA is trying to make. They've started a movement called #WithoutHermione to help us try and imagine what the wizarding world would be like without not only 1/3 of the Golden Trio, but without all the other incredible witches who are there to help Harry along his way. Sadly, we don't have to imagine that. We live in a world where countless women are denied opportunities and education simply on the basis of their gender. Now, obviously, we should all be concerned with the ethics and morals of our society. But recently, I learned of a school of thought known as feminist ethics, and being a feminist myself, I was very intrigued to learn more about this. Feminist ethics are, of course, concerned with morality in our culture, but more specifically, how these issues of morality affect women, an often overlooked group in many societies. Oftentimes, even subconsciously, the fact that men predominantly hold positions of power gives them an advantage, one that can be used to further this discrimination. Did you know that according to an estimation made by the organization UNESCO, there are roughly 130 million girls between the ages of 6 and 17 that aren't in school? That's 130 million minds that aren't being allowed to unlock their full potential and will never be able to help our society develop. What if Florence Nightingale had never been allowed to attend school? Or what if, who knows what sort of strides she could have made in her organization if she hadn't been limited on the basis of her gender? What if Malala Yousafzai had decided that the dangers and struggle it took her to get on the bus and go to school every morning simply weren't worth it? Where would she be? Certainly not starting her first semester at Oxford University. You may be thinking, well, I live in a first world country, this doesn't affect me. And you'd be wrong. Did you know that in the United States, the Congress is roughly 80% male, and yet is allowed to make decisions concerning solely women? So many women are given unequal opportunities simply because of their sex. We are robbing ourselves of future great thinkers and doers, and we are doing them a moral disservice. It is wrong to let this potential go unrecognized. So picture a world where Ginny Weasley watches brother after brother go off to school, never getting her letter. A world where Luna Lovegood is never around to tell Harry about the diadem of Rowena Ravenclaw or fight in Dumbledore's army. A world where Flora Delacour is never around to offer shelter in her seaside cottage or bravely stand up to take care of her husband after he was attacked. More importantly, consider a world without Hermione. Let's be honest, Harry would have been dead before the end of first year.